Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is going to just be a 24, wow, I will leave that there. This is going to just be a 24 to 48 hour afternoon message, just for whatever spirit has the guidance for over the next couple of days. And then I will come back on and do questions and the normal. But this is going to specifically just be the afternoon message for everyone. So thank you for stopping in, and I will get to the messages since we already had a jumper. So if you can give me one more message for the next couple of days, Spirit. I think it's this one. Hi, Lily May, I think. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names. Okay, so far, the message is for honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. And then back to what you love. Okay. So I'm looking at all this path. So it's kind of like do what it is that you love and make sure, because I'm seeing here too that there's someone wearing a mask. So there's something that might need to be uncovered here in some sense. And at the end of this, I'll pull another oracle, just to see if it ties all together. Okay, but we have the full moon, and we also have the Lovers. Okay, so there's something here about speaking honest truth, and it's essential to speak these truths and to go back to what it is that you love. So this can easily be something that you have passion for, and not hiding that from yourself or anyone else for that matter. Then you have the strength. So this could be something that is strong, and interesting enough, we have the mask under the deck. So you might be hiding something that you feel passionate about, or that you want to reinvent or connect to. It's like reevaluate your dreams and what it is that, I'm hearing like brings you to the core. Okay. Can you tell me about this, Spirit? What do we need to know at this time? Over the next couple of days, what do we need to know? The Nine of Wands. That's a message. What's in the message of love? It's like there's a message that needs to be spoke, but they're indecisive over this. And then you have some more news. It's the Knight of Swords, which talks about a message, sending a message. Somebody is really trying to think about speaking some form of message, because there's confusion behind it with the Seven of Cups and the Three of Cups. This could be like a group thing. The close circle. I'm seeing that too. But it's needing to speak something here. And this could be anything. What is the Seven of Cups, please, Spirit? It's the house. It could be family even, but it's like roots and where they're comfortable at. And then the Wheel of Fortune. Something that's out of somebody's hands, or they feel like it. And then you've got the Heart. Somebody has something on their heart that they want to say, or right, I'm hearing that. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. See, it's a message. That's my point. Like it feels good messages. You've got the Sun here, which is like success. It's power. It's victory. It's happy. It's warm messages. And then you've got the movement here too. It's like the green light. Somebody's waiting for a green light to go ahead and like pour something out. What I'm noticing is like the orange and the yellows, and that's, I heard solidifies, but it's like passion for something. And it's to like start something, get something started. It's a new cycle. It's like the intention. Somebody wants to like set a goal, or their intentions are they're trying to have good intentions here because they have an uncommon bond. But again, it could be family. And then the Fool. Interesting. Somebody, it feels like needing to take a leap of faith. But what's holding up the decision on doing this is anxiety or worry that something's going to come to an unexpected end. Somebody doesn't want something to end. But there's a desire here to speak this. Wow. And at the bottom of the deck is the Lion, which talks about heart-centered. And it feels like somebody... So over the next couple of days, somebody might be holding on to something, or like trying to express something and speak of something here. Interesting enough, you have the Hangman. There's a delay on it, but if you notice, she's holding something close to her chest. But there's a delay on whatever this is. I keep hearing something like holding something up, or it feels like someone is like, they want to text something, because I can see that, where it's like getting ready to text and then deleting it, going back on what they're trying to say. Okay, so we have the High Priestess, because it might rattle up somebody's emotions here, or somebody's trying to calm the emotions. This feels like emotion here. But if you notice here on the card, that water is not calm. It's kind of rapid, a little choppy. And you've got the Page of Cups. It feels like somebody just does not know what to say or how to say something from an emotion. They're learning what to say. Right. This could either be learning or teaching. Somebody's teaching somebody something. It's a victory here. It's a reward. I mean, that's what the Six of Wands talks about. It's like there is somebody's learning something from somebody. They're guiding them. Interesting. I heard when I was looking at this, like that owl has a book open. And what I heard looking at this was someone's teaching someone to open up from a place they've kept secret and hidden. Look at the seashell. I don't know if you can see it. She's wearing a seashell, and that always makes me think of the Little Mermaid. And then you've got the star. But on the Little Mermaid, her voice was kept in a shell, so she couldn't speak. And someone is teaching someone how to open up here. This could be a masculine, because the star here, this is the only one that I have where it's a male that is in a, where it shows me and depicts a vulnerable state here. But they're recognizing something here. And I don't know if they have, I heard gratitude and thanks for someone. It's the Lovers and the Six of Cups. This feels deep. Hold on, what is this, Spirit? What's going on here? With the Lovers and the Six of Cups. That's like a soul. I heard a soul friend. What is this? There's curiosity. It's a problem solver. Reconciliation, but it's gratitude. That's what I'm saying. It's gratitude. Somebody might want to reach out or just have a conversation or talk about gratitude here, and how there's been personal growth in this. So this could be, if this could be you. If you're not dealing with somebody, it's like you have like a soul friend or something like that that's really, wow, like helped you to appreciate and have gratitude for the things that you figured out. But even with the raccoon, I mean, it even just, depicts and talks about, being resourceful. So this could be somebody wanting to reach out to you to thank you. And this almost feels like the stopping. It almost feels like somebody, balance and death. They want to come out and say something in a balanced way, and they want to change something, but it's like they don't want something to end, and they have stress over this. What is this with the star? Who's the star character here? Or the star energy? It's a complicated spiritual guidance. What? It's a complicated. Somebody feels a conviction to have to speak and say something. That's why they're in such a vulnerable state here. And with the Lovers and the Six of Cups, that's soul. I don't. Okay. The Milky Way with the magnets. It's like you've called this in. And that's interesting because I'm looking at this here now where they're standing on this mountain. Normally, this is my social media card. This is my internet, all of that, and being connected. But I'm looking at this like it's like a soul, okay, like soul tribe. And they're on top of this mountain and they're putting this energy up and they're bringing it to them. These came out together. It's the magnets. It's like putting something out right at the same time. Wow, right when I said that, it's the elephants, and that right there even says telepathic or telepathy. But it is gentle. It is like dreams, dreaming of the same thing, having the same hopes, wanting the same things. And there's an obstacle that's being removed here in this situation. It's just speaking things. It feels like say what you need to say. And it's like somebody just wants to, it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be like, this doesn't have to be a love thing. That's not what I'm really getting. This is like a soul friend or a soul person. And it's like they have so much gratitude. I keep getting, because of the teachings, they've learned so much. Didn't give up. Even though there was power struggles, there was misunderstandings, but there was still an established partnership. And when somebody needed something, they were resilient. They were just there, lifted them up out of negativity. This just feels like getting like some form of communication or like a thank you, but like a more, I think that's why it's got somebody kind of in there. They're not knowing, and why they're in the contemplation point where they're trying to figure out what to say and how to say something, because they don't really know how to speak it. This is a person who doesn't really know how to speak. I mean, they can speak. No, somebody gets really nervous around somebody else. And I think that's why everything needed to like be balanced and stuff like that. But there's some form of communication over the next day or two where somebody feels guided to have to speak and say something. And this could be about just anything, where it's they feel a connection or bonded, and something they didn't feel. I'm getting that too. Like they didn't have like this type of, and okay. The other thing here too is if you see this circle and stuff like that, it feels like being in someone's inner circle and being able to be close and have those times where they can speak and say things, and they have gratitude for it. They do. And that's what I'm feeling is that this is about. Page of Wands. They want to show you something or have you see something, or, they want to speak. They definitely do. But see, there's something with this, though, that isn't all the way seen, because normally in tarot, when somebody's wearing a mask, it means that there's something that's not all the way revealed. What is that? Let me ask what that is, so we know what that is. What are the intentions of this person? I mean, both these cards are talking about the love and like the desire, going back to what it is that you love, and like your desires and your dreams and stuff like that. But what is behind the mask? What is this? What's being hidden here? What's the intentions, please, Spirit? Oh, okay. What's being hidden? The Emperor. What is being what is the intentions here from this masked person? What is being hidden, please? The Lovers and the two. What? Okay. I feel speechless because what? So what's being hidden? This isn't going to resonate for everybody, I'm sure. It's the Lovers and the Two of Cups. That's love. And then you have the Death card. So somebody here, not everybody, because I don't want to get everybody, you know, hooting and hollering like, oh my gosh, da, 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 with the Hierophant and the Six of Cups. Somebody from the past is they want to reconcile differences because Magician and Justice. That somebody wants to say, okay, I need to calm down because this was just entirely crazy. For some of you, somebody wants to message or say something about starting over. Or, I mean, the Hierophant talks about relationships, talks about a commitment. It talks about, you know, all of that. But this does not have to be a romantic type of a relationship. Because like I said, it was like soul friends. So I'm just going to put that out there. But for maybe one or two of you, it might honestly be that with the Lovers and the Two of Cups. But even here in this Two of Cups, it talks about friendship. Okay, it talks about compatibility. It talks about an unbreakable bond. That's the point, I think, of this, where somebody feels really connected and they didn't really speak it, or they don't know how to speak it without, I'm hearing like without it being blown out of proportion. I think that's why I keep jumping around the factor, or the notion of this does not have to be that. For, you know, like I said, for one or two of you, it might be that where it's like rekindling, or like if you're in a relationship and it's kind of dimmed down a little bit, it's kind of like, I don't know, this could be like some romantic thing, gesture I heard that they do. But so the intention, that's what I asked what the intention was. It's to innovate. I heard innovate, but to bring love into a situation, for someone to show how much appreciation they have for you from like things that they've learned. That, wow, right at the perfect timing here. This feminine, wow, gets to move ahead with this masculine. I have no idea what's going on. This seems like a fairy tale. But I mean, I don't know. This could be something that somebody's watching and it's just like, wow, it's like a romance novel or something. This could be a book somebody's reading. I don't know. But it could be just a really sweet thing that somebody is saying, and they change and they have so much appreciation. Whatever this is, somebody's getting a different look on a connection because they learned a lot. I just want to keep saying they've learned a lot. The book, they've learned a lot. So this could be, it can go either way because I was going to say love is fluent. No, somebody's massively got love on the brain. They really do. But it's different. It's like they have gratitude for this because it feels like someone is just shocked by how somebody is. Their heart is. Somebody is completely shocked by how somebody's heart is. It's like full. So whether this is you, where you have someone here who looks at you this way, they're going to speak it in one way or another. Or this is you doing this for someone. Who is this? Who's the person? Can we get any indications as far as who this person is? Do we know who this person is, please, Spirit? Okay. That doesn't make any sense. A crossroads. This is someone who acted like they weren't interested to change. And they learned a lot of lessons. That could be 100 people. Why did I say that? Can we get a sun sign, please? Can we get a sun sign of who this is? Okay, it's the butterfly. The butterfly, the falcon. This is somebody who, like, their soul was reinvented. And now they reach a far vision. This is like somebody you wouldn't even expect. You would not expect this person. Okay, but I was asking for a sun sign. I don't know if they'll give me the sun sign. Okay, one more time. Can you give me the sun sign of who this person is? It could be a Sagittarius. They haven't, no, okay, yeah, so it could be a Sagittarius or oh my gosh. It's just somebody's been trying to manifest to bring balance back in. They want to fix something. Thanks, Red. Yes, that is very true. It could be. They have gratitude. So within the next couple of days, okay, so first of all, if you were thinking of somebody that it could be, right when I was asking that about the sun sign, if you have a specific person that you were thinking, my eyes just went down to the bottom of this card and it says yes. So that could be who it is that, if you have had a specific person in your mind just a little bit ago, I don't know if it'll focus in, but it's a yes for who that is. But this person has strong emotion or a desire to come forward. And I know I'm making it seem like it's just, super huge and this could just be like a gift. Like a small notion that they want to give you, and their intention is to let you know how much they appreciate you. And like I said, this really feels like a soul friend. It's the sun and the moon. What is going on? And the moon again. You have no idea. We'll just put it out there like that. You have no idea how this person, like, truly and the truth really feels. Because I think it freaks them out. 9 of Cups. But they want to, it's an emotional fulfillment. It's a reward. They're recognizing something here. Wow. Somebody is recognizing this bond. They have trust. My eyes went right to that where it said trust. They've learned to gain trust. I heard in humanity again. So they feel content, but they don't, it's like they struggle on how to express that. And so I don't know. It's like they struggle. They're like, okay, what? Their love language is gifts. I just heard. That's their love language, is through gifts. I'm making it seem like this person doesn't know. They struggle with that. And this feels like the reason why is because it's kind of like, they don't want to mess up and say the wrong thing because they don't want someone to, it's almost like they don't, like, okay, we put it that way, where it's like, if this is like if you're in a relationship and this is a friend of yours and they're trying to show you appreciation on how much they care and stuff like that, they don't want it to throw it off by doing something that they don't know how to express it. because they don't want you to think that it's way more than that. This person has a pattern. I just split the deck and it's a relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. This person is understanding that there's like things that need to, it feels like having to change the narrative or to express something because they feel, I heard you deserve it. What? Oh man, now I'm hearing that song from the weekend. Because you earned it. That's too much. This is too much. This is way too much. There's a lot here. Why? I don't even know why I'm shuffling this deck. This energy is a lot, but it's sweet. I think that's the point I'm trying to make, is that it's sweet, and this person is trying to express that or say that in a notion to where it doesn't get carried away, if that makes any sort of type of sense. Okay, Spirit. So giving that over the next couple days, you have somebody around that is trying to be sweet or being kind. Okay, so then what happens after that? Please, Spirit. The Knight of Wands. They might make some impulsive action because the opportunity arises. It's the Three of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles with the Star and the Magician. This feels more like they're stuck because they don't want something to end. So they're going to, like, when the opportunity arises to do something, they're going to do it. But it's because they want to hold on to this. So it might be like impulsive, or they want to explore what could be. I have no idea. Okay, tell me about this opportunity and this impulsiveness, please. They're stuck in it though, because that's the Eight of Swords. Something's already been established with this person though. Mind you, something's already established. There's already peace established here. So they don't want to do anything. Wow, what? I heard to jolt it. They don't want to disrupt it. Okay. Standoffish. And the Balance. So somebody might be a little standoffish, especially in communication here with the birds. If somebody is being like standoffish, it's because they're trying to balance here, because whatever this is and whatever going on, they're trying to balance it all here. They're on a quest to, wow, they want abundance. They just don't know how to get the abundance. And they're trying to come up with a strategy to have temperance. Yeah, this is, I don't know what this is. But this is definitely somebody that you know, that you've established something with. I mean, obviously, because that's what the first part of the reading was, is that this is a soul person, and you've taught them something and they have gratitude for it. And I think that that's what's hanging them up, is the factor of not knowing, because I keep hearing that in my head too. The send you messages of love. They have a fear of doing it. It's a hidden truth. They've kind of kept this for a while to themselves. Queen of Cups. And they feel like you need to, and the King of Cups in the Judgment. They feel that you are all deserving. But they see you as being very compassionate. And you're very intuitive. They see that too. What? You're very, I've seen that too at the bottom. You're giving. You constantly give. And it feels like they're in a place now where they want to give you something. They feel like you deserve it. You've worked very hard and persistent here with the beaver. Like you're determined. So it could be that simple, where they want to offer you some sort of support because they believe in what it is that you're doing. A message. You're gonna receive a message. You definitely are. This could be any type of message. Like they want to support you on this. They want to solve if you have any delays or anything blocking you, they want to solve that problem for you. That's what it is. So that's what that feels like. Because you've always been there when they needed someone. That's what this feels like. So it feels like it's like a message of support or a message of love because you've been there and they want to be there. I keep seeing this card, the rings, which this is a bond. It's an agreement. And then you've got the communication. Like you always win in the conversation, but there's something hidden. There's something hidden. And what it feels like is it's hidden on how much they want to invest. This emperor would give you the world. They would give you the world if they could. Right, now I'm hearing that song though. Can't buy me love. Like they don't want to buy you. It's not that. They want to make a promise to you. It's a proposal. This could be too for some of you, if this isn't like in romance or anything else like that, because like I said, I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody. This might be a boss that has seen you work and work and work, and they want to like raise something or propose that. For some of you, it might be because they can see that your heart's in it. They might want to give you a promotion for some of you. Although, however, I'm not seeing any pentacles. So I don't know. It's complicated. Okay, throughout this whole thing, whatever this is, if this is resonating for you, throughout this whole situation, and it's been complicated. It has been complicated. So if everything's been good and fine and peachy and all that, then this isn't for you. This is one where it is that even though it's been like strung along or there's been hassles and complications and all of that, you have trusted, you have allowed, and you have trusted in the divine and in divine timing. And guess what? You're getting something's coming for you. Something's coming for you. I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean like something great, and it's manifesting your desire. You've held on. The star, that's my point. You're getting your wish. Your wish is coming true. This feels like an energy of this Queen of Cups. It's kind of like she's a healer, or she's wow, really? I just heard an angel. And which we're all human, so we all, what is that? Nobody's perfect. We're not, but it's like this one here, this Queen of Cups, and why to this other person, or even spirit even, is that they, no matter what it is, it's like you just want the best for people, or you let things go with love. You've learned that. This feminine energy has learned. And you have free will. You have free will on the journey and what it is that you choose to do, and what it is that you want to do. And it feels like this feminine energy has chosen, because you're not just, you don't just become, okay, calm down. Okay. It feels a lot like, it feels exciting to where I'm like slipping up on my words. You can be a healer, but to be a healer, that's also a choice. You can choose to be a healer. You can choose to try and raise people's vibrations and your own. It's a choice, and it's a choice that you make every day. And it's almost like this is a reward. This is a wish coming in. And it feels almost like, I mean, it's heart-centered, that's for sure. And then underneath that is the white wolf, which talks about trusting your inner knowing and just all of it. It's like because somebody chose to do things as best as I keep hearing as best as they could, because we all have slip ups, but somebody's intentions were always to try to send that out. And it's like the judgment here has shifted almost. It's I don't know, this has gotten kind of it went kind of deep. It went kind of deep. Wow, it's a lesson though. It was a lesson. Established reconciliation and established gratitude. Somebody here over the next couple days, the point is that somebody here in this feels like they're going to reach out and gift you like gratitude, or they want to say something to you. And then but you have to trust in divine timing. Okay. And all of these are like, they're timeless readings, but it's kind of like be light and all of that. But this is coming. It's coming. And like I said, I'm making it sound like it's just huge and hi Champagne Sea, and all of that. But this feels really, it's developing, but it feels, wow, with the grasshopper. Okay, so this masculine energy, wow, they're unpredictable for one. They are unpredictable. But this masculine too, okay, that's why I think it's kind of like be a little patient, or I think you already you have been, that's why it's coming like it is or whatever. But this masculine energy, or yeah, the masculine, the energy of the masculine. It's a yes, but they're unpredictable in a sense. They pop up like a Wolverine. They just pop up out of nowhere, and it's almost like they start talking, but they're a hermit. But see, the thing is to understand, and why it's like that is because it's a risk for them. Because there is a lot of love here, a lot of love. And it's a risk for them to do this because I guess they've done that before. And this also too, it feels really big. But it's stood that, wow, what? I heard it has stood the test of time throughout the time. So it feels earned. Wow, and I almost got choked up. Jesus. Okay, can we be done with that? I don't know. It might take somebody to have like a couple drinks or whatever to kind of ease this on out. The Hierophant, the light bulb, and the mask. They might actually, it might take them a little bit to open it up and say this. They feel connected though, they do. And it's like they're allowing spirit to remove the mask, is what I want to say. The dolphins, and to have effective communication. So it's playing. They want to play, but this does not feel like it's a game that they're playing. It feels like this person, I don't know. It's hard for this person. Like I said here too, with the King of Cups, it's like they're they don't wear their emotions out on their sleeve. They kind of hide it. And that's what this feels like. Is like someone hides like emotions or like an appreciate. They feel it. But I keep hearing like I don't know. It feels like that. So I want to kind of get off of that just for a moment. I was just going to do a quick little 24 or couple days. Anything else for over the next couple days, please, Spirit, that we need to know? We need to know, please. Wow, it might get drug on like that. That's what's weird too. Like somebody's trying to figure out how to say something and they might drag it on, and somebody might be like, would you just say it already? Would you just, come on, don't do that. We don't want to do that. Oh, I feel like I'm back to being giggly today. Okay. Anything else, please, Spirit, for the next couple of days? What do we need to know? Two of Wands. Five of Wands. What? That last one was so pretty. So you might have an energy of somebody wanting to fight with you, right? What is the Five of Wands? I don't want to jump to that. What's the Five of Wands, please, Spirit? The Hierophant. King of Wands. Magician. And Temperance. Oh, okay. I get it. And then you have the Sun there. Okay. What this is that there might be an opportunity. I don't want to really say opportunity like that, but there's something here where you get a choice, because the Two of Wands is a choice too. And there might be a situation that comes up where somebody wants to like challenge something, because the Five of Wands talks about a challenge, but they might want to challenge something, and you can choose to channel it to or challenge it to. It's meeting resistance head on, bumping head, something like that, head on, or you can choose to go a different route because you've got the Hierophant, which is a higher, like you've learned something, and your action might be to manifest temperance. This could be with the Sagittarius, and then you've got the Sun too. So you can choose to try and bring clarity, but to do it to diffuse, right? Oh, wow. I'm looking at this, and they've got the ball there on how to like kind of diffuse a situation and temper it, or come at it head on with the Knight of Swords, just arguing or something like that. What is this? This could be in an event. There's going to be, if you're going to an event or something like that, there's people around or something going on. It can be, you can either choose to infuse the situation and torch it, basically, or you can transform it, change it, and why is a snake here? Oh, because you can make it however you want, or you can be silent here. But it almost feels like somebody's being childish. They want to make something stuck. This person has a pattern. This feels almost like if somebody doesn't get their way. They're stubborn. So you can basically, you have the choice. You got the friend or the dog. So you can choose, you have that choice here where you can choose to deal with it and continue to light the flames to keep it going. Or you can choose to change it, release it with like looking at it from a different way, like from a loving way or higher perspective. And understand there's just something here about it's just a, I don't want to say immature, but that's kind of what it feels like. But when we attack or do something, it becomes toxic, and we put ourselves in that energy too. This almost feels like somebody wants attention, so they are going to try and fight for it, or it's bickering. Somebody wants to bicker with somebody, so that's just another little form of it. but it's your judgment on this tower. You can create it to be, you can choose to make a fundamental change. Like before, if you used to give into this and get all hot tempered, you can do that, which would create a tower. Or even if you choose to be in it in a different way, like, nope, I choose to, take God, I heard the scenic route. But if you just choose to go in a different direction, break free from it with the stallion, then that still in one creates a change as well. So it's kind of like it's up to you, the choice. There's a choice to make it. We're cleaning our own lives. That's not the way the song goes. But it's the broom. This is unavoidable. You can't. So it's basically, if you've been sweeping something under the rug, it's now resurfacing. And it's time to just do a complete sweep. But it's unavoidable. So you can choose to delete it and change the narrative, or you can play with it. Okay, so this is my situation. You're picking up on my energy. I'm trying to get away from this relationship. I'm just done for sure and over. Don't have time to worry about others' emotions. That could very well be. Yeah, definitely. And that's what I do. Is I pick up on basically the collective, the tribe energy. That's why it plays out. It will play out, but it will play out because everybody lives their own lives. But it's like certain things will play out and end up happening throughout the I set my intentions on the next 24 to 48 hours, even though time is fluent, so it'll play out when it plays out, but that is my intention over the next couple of days. But we are in Leo season now, so there's a lot of emotions that are being stirred. And we also are in Venus retrograde, and Venus rules our relationships. So there's a lot of things going on in the planets right now too. So there will be a lot of things happening and going on then too. So 4 of Wands, to make sure that we are moving forward, along with the story I was just saying, or the telling I was just getting, is to make sure that the foundations that we're setting for ourselves puts us in more of a clear vision, happy, what's making us happy as spiritual beings, I shall say. It's opening our eyes and moving us forward with the 8 of Wands and speaking our truths. So that's why there's so many things that are going on. The energies too, which is a big thing that I've really am picking up on too, and I've talked to a couple other readers about it too, is that this Lion Gate portal is coming up, and it's a big one. It's big, and it's kind of like, it's putting us to learn. That's what we're here for, is to learn and to raise. I heard awareness, but it's to raise the vibration and to definitely break free from connections with people where 7 of Swords is there and walk away, to give us and to see our own inner strength and what we deserve and what we don't deserve. We don't deserve to go through horrible situations just because people want us to. And Spirit's trying to move people along the way that they're supposed to. That's exactly what this feels like. So I think the second half of this was really talking about having people look at what it is that you're actually, are you committed to other people because you think that that's what they want? Or are you doing it for yourself because that's what you want? It's all about, doing that for self-care. It explains why I've been emotionally all over the place recently, which is unusual. Yes. Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot going on. Wow. And then I stopped shuffling, and it's the moon. There are so many that are your eyes are opening with the sun and the moon working together. I mean, a lot of times I'll even say that, where I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the divine feminine, the divine masculine. No, this could easily be within ourselves, where we see something with clarity, But then there's also something going on in the dark, the shadow that we're not picking up on and that we need to. It's like we need to take off those, I know, the rose colored glasses and see situations and see things for what they truly are. And if we are not wanting to, then it's like things are happening and shifting, and spirit is, I mean, if you see it in these cards, it's one eye is open. I mean, obviously it's the sun and the moon, but it's opened. And it's like you can't unsee things now. See, you can't sabotage anymore. It's the Five of Swords, and then you have the Empress energy here. If you're an Empress, this could be man or woman. It doesn't matter. It's an energy here, and it's the Empress. So you're unmasking the Empress in you, which is the feminine energy within, which is loving and caring and giving birth to anything. You can grow anything you want, but don't sabotage it by allowing other people to, right? Wow. Okay. I just heard that nobody has the right to define anybody for who they are, for their past, or for any decision that they choose to make. So it's kind of like that's like somebody here that's um meant to hear this message. It has something to do with whether it was even in the past with even a mother that confined or put their beliefs on you. It's trying to unmask that, unveil that, because that's not your truth. That may have been that person's truth, but it's not your truth. That doesn't define you. And it feels like that's what's taking place and that's what's happening. And it does correspond, I'm hearing, with the first ones too, the first two messages, where it was like if you built a bond with somebody, you taught them that, or they taught you that. There's something about teaching here. What? Wow. I didn't even notice that there's bees on both sides of her. It's taken a community. It's a community. That's what bees represent. They represent a community. And that's what's going on, and that's what's happening as people are starting to build communities, and they're meant to lift. And what do bees do? They're a colony of honey. They create honey. Honey is sweet, can be bitter, I think sometimes, but isn't that life? It can be bittersweet. You learn a lot of lessons. You go through a lot of hardships, but you learn through the process. And that's what we're meant to do. The 10 of Cups. It's to have like emotional fulfillment. And the biggest thing is that if you don't have that love for yourself, then you can't give it to anybody else. So that's not going to give anybody emotional fulfillment, because it won't ever be a 10 of Cups situation, because somebody's cup is not being filled, because it all starts with us filling our own cup first. That's why it does take a tribe of people and a collective of people to come together and to do it, because I mean, quite frankly, nobody can really do it on their own. We say that all the time that we can do it on our own, but really we're kidding ourselves, because it's a community. We're all spiritual beings that are supposed to uplift and give, it's what energy exchange. Thank you. So that's what we're supposed to be doing. And so I think that's what happened at the beginning part of the message, was that somebody really has gratitude for how somebody's heart space is and where they're at, because it taught them something. And then on the this last message was being able to see it within your own self too, and not sabotage that, because the Five of Swords talks about self-sabotage, but it also talks about somebody else who feels that way and they project it onto you. But it's understanding that that's their projection. That's not, that may be their truth, but it's not your truth. Never. That's why nobody can define who you are. Only you can do that. And it's not your circumstance that defines you. It feels like that. That's what this energy, this over the next couple of days, I think it's going to be some things that, there goes my nose. Some things are going to be shown where people are going to start seeing things. And I think with the Venus being in retrograde, certain things are going to be taking place and happening within connections and relationships. And so you learn a lot, basically. Okay, so with that whole little spiel kind of going on, I just wanted to ask if there was anything more, and then I'm going to stop the morning message because it did get pretty long. I was only going to do it for about 20 minutes, but I guess Spirit, wow, is teaching us today with the Page of Pentacles. That's what that is teachings. So, wow. And then I'll come back on. I know I have to run a couple errands, but I'm going to come back on and I'm going to stay on for most of the afternoon, early evening to take in questions and then do the for those who need it messages. So I'll be on for quite some time. So, okay. Oh, somebody's got heavy anxiety. Heavy, heavy, heavy. So lastly, somebody's got heavy anxiety. They need to put down their wow. I was going to say something else, but I almost said bearings. But I meant to say burdens. Okay. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, see, when you get to the 10 of Wands here, you put it down. It's too heavy for you to carry. And somebody is having, like, they're overthinking this and anxiety and all that over this. But once you put that down, you get an Ace of Wands. You can't go any higher than a 10 of Wands. You can't. You always start back at 1. This Emperor. Okay. Anything else with this, please, Spirit? Somebody's getting a new perspective on a decision to move. And 9 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Wow, hold on. Hold on. I just noticed that. Okay, so somebody's thinking this 9 of Swords, that's overthinking, that's anxiety, all of that about this burden. Something heavy, right? With this Ace of Wands. So here's the Ace of Wands sitting right there. Somebody's looking at something. They had a light bulb moment. It's delay. Looks almost like Cupid kind of like, hey, drop this little idea on this person to get them to look at something differently, right? So it put them into contemplation, a decision, what one to pick, okay? And then they picked it. This is the 6 of Swords here. And they're running, they're going, like Spirit is leading this person to take this wand that was right here and bring it forward to somebody who's been waiting, looking out the window waiting. This person is a single person. And they're rushing in with something. And this does not have to be a relationship. So we're not going to go there. It's an idea. The Ace of Wands talks about a idea. And I'm really getting that because of the factor too, it's communication, but it's an idea is what I'm feeling more than something being like passionate or anything like that. It's somebody sitting here by themselves, contemplating, trying to think, trying to figure something out. Somebody else, whether this is you or somebody else, like this might be you overthinking it. And then finally you're just like, I'm done thinking. And then there's an idea right here and Spirit just kind of gets you to turn around, turn upside down, look at it differently, put you into the thinking place and you pick up an idea or you voice it. You might even voice it to somebody else and it gives you that idea and you run with it and then you bring it to this person or this is somebody bringing it to you. But it feels like a creative, passionate idea more than it being a wand, if that makes any sort of sense. Okay? It's wow, it's an opportunity. Wow, with the Strength and the Star. It feels like I needed that. That was the idea that I needed. So if somebody's been like stuck on some sort of heavy thinking on how to create or move something in a direction, something comes in and it's like a strong good. It feels like a gift. Wow, it keeps going to the same thing. Okay, we're gonna stop it there because I'm not gonna keep going down this rabbit hole. Yeah, see, if you were stuck on moving something, it's whether it's family or somebody that you have a deep bond with, reawakens lost hope, and they give you this idea on how to get something going, and this could be any sort of idea on how to do it. Okay. All right, so I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to run my little errands quick, and I should be back on probably like an hour. I'll come back on and stay on for most of the day, like the evening, or yeah, later, the afternoon and evening. So I'll be on for quite a few hours when I get back and I jump back on, and I'll do questions, and I will do the for those who need to hear it messages throughout that whole time. So I thank you everyone so very much for stopping in. It was great to see you all. And I will be back on in a little bit. So see you then. Bye guys.